All right, here's that blower fan that came out of Suite A at work. That was a part of that exhaust fan in that bathroom that I told you a while ago that burnt out. My nephew took it out, and yep, sure enough, the motor had died. So my dad had ordered a replacement. Surprisingly and interestingly enough, the company still makes this fan today. That manufacturer from way back. It's a newer model, and we're going to go ahead and get that and the vent that goes to it that will fit that hole. Well, here's the blower reel fan. And my nephew said that he cleaned this thing up really well. He hooked it back up, and he got nothing. So that's an indication that the motor has died. It's been in service since 1996 when we first moved there. So it is definitely vintage. But unfortunately, this thing has served its time. There you go. And so when this is hooked up to the duct pipe or whatever you call it, the pipe that allows all the air to flow through it, fan spins and throw all the air through that. And that's how it sucks up all the dust. Here's the motor. It's a pretty big size motor connection right there. The back of the motor. The connection right there where you plug it in at. It's really dirty. There's some other information about this only right here. So pause the video if you want to read it. I'll try to keep it here long enough for you to read. If you want to read it further, just pause the video. And yes, it is UL listed. Yes, it's made in America. Because this was made back in 1996. 120 volts, 60 hertz, 0.7 amps, 60 watts, which is pretty decent for an exhaust fan. Permanently lubricated motor. Do not oil or disassemble. That's a bunch of baloney. That's a bunch of bull crap. You know darn well he's got to oil the motor. They'll tell you that because they want to do exactly what it just did. Die. And then for you to pay to order another one. Well, we didn't do anything about it at that time after it died at first because we thought that the owner or the landlord was going to do it. But we just bypassed them altogether and told my nephew to get one and put it in there. Them folks that own the building don't really care anyhow. So anyways, there's that. Let's see what else. I think that's it. This thing is going to go in the garbage anyway. It's just sitting out here in the garage. So it's your typical blower reel fan. Has a really big motor because the ones of today have that little shaded pole motor, which you find in most of the high velocity fans or the little electric fans of today. I'm going to put this back where it was. But I think after we get the new one, we're just going to throw this thing in the garbage anyhow. This is where it was over here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. More videos to come soon. Have a blessed day. God bless you and gone.